As you probably know by this point, I am a major Transformers enthusiast. Ever since I was a little child, I've been obsessed with these transforming robots. Second to Thomas and Friends. But just because this franchise is fantastic, that doesn't mean there are some, bad shows from this series. I'm looking at you, Transformers Energon, and we are going to talk about one Transformer show that, let's just say, it's not what some people expected. In fact, this show may be one of the worst. But is it actually bad? Or are there some good redeeming qualities of this show? And in today's video, we are going to talk about... Enter Transformers Cyberworld, one of two latest Transformers series released in 2025. The second being Wild King, but I'm going to save that show for another review. Now, Cyberworld is a show that, I'll be honest, it kind of baffles me. Like, first off, this show is a black sheep compared to other Transformers show. It's weird and not for the older collectors. I can understand. This show is for kids. I can also understand that. But this show is just not for me. But I don't care. I have to watch it. I have to review it because why the hell not? And that's why we're going to do today. So, buckle up, J-fans, and prepare to roll out, because I am about to do a quick review on Transformers Cyberworld. So, let's get started. Unlike other Transformers series, there isn't that much of a history to go around with Cyberworld. So why don't we move on by talking about the episodes? Much like in my reviews for Wild Mains and Rainbow Crew, I am going to talk about a lot about the episodes. Except I am going to talk about not one, not two, but 3 episodes. So, enough chit-chat. Let's rev up and roll out. So, in the first episode, it starts with Optimus Prime falling from the air, out of nowhere, and lands hard on the ground. Like, hard. And after he falls, he's all like, where the hell am I? What is this place? And after all that, Prime later finds himself in the middle of a desert? How the hell is there a desert next to a jungle? Anyway, so Optimus goes into the desert and then he finds this Autobot pod and he's all like, oh my god, another pod! I'm not alone! Huzzah! But literally out of nowhere, a goddamn giant scorpion appears out of the dunes. This guy right here, that's Scorponok. So, instead of fighting, Prime is all like, hello, Scorponok, I am Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots. But Scorponok, it's not having any of that crap. Prime and Scorponok had a brawl, but Prime is unable to drive around the desert. Bro's like, stuck. Come on. And after all that, Prime later runs back to the jungle, where, again, out of nowhere, Grimlock appears. And instead of Grimlock and Optimus just saying hello and how you been, Grimlock, for some unknown reason, straight up attacks Optimus. Okay, So Prime, instead of being reasonable with this situation, like he should be, he just straight up transforms and just bails while Grimlock just chase after him. Only for Grimlock to get his big ass head stuck in a tree. Amusing. And then, out of nowhere, again, another Autobot pod falls from the air, again, out of nowhere, and lands somewhere in the jungle, and oh my god, it's Bumblebee! But no, he was not alone, because, again, out of nowhere, Megatron appears. And yeah, that's how the first episode ends. Much like in classic Thomas and Friends, all of these episodes from Transformers Cyberworld are 5 minutes long. They're not that long of an episode, so yeah, there's not much to talk about, so I can try and be brief, but what's the point if these episodes are pretty short? So now let's talk about the second episode of the show. Now, the second episode is mostly about Bumblebee versus Megatron kind of thing, where the two ended up in this game-like event where they need to shoot and not hit the objects that they're seeing. But Megatron, being the tyrant Decepticon that he is, he decided to just hit the targets with his horns and punching them instead of using a gun and shoot at them as instructed. Oh, thinking that he has won, he actually loses. It's actually Bumblebee who wins because he followed the rules and shoot instead of hitting. And oh boy, was Megatron so pissed. So pissed, in fact, Megatron straight up shoots at Bumblebee, saying that only the strongest will survive. Alright folks, Optimus Prime comes to Bumblebee's aid, and then the episode just comes to its end. Alright, now that we talk about the first 3 episodes, what are my overall thoughts on Transformers Cyberworld? I'll be honest, I honestly don't like the show. But it should be noted, I only watched the first 3 episodes and I'm yet to watch the whole show in its entirety. So if I keep watching more, maybe I'll do a follow-up video as I talk about the good stuff, how it ends, and see if my opinions change on the show. I have a pretty positive feeling that this show might have some hidden gems here and there. So anyways, let's talk about the 5 main points of this video. Animation. Well, it's pretty okay animation. Not bad, not great, just okay. Dialogue. I'll be honest, it's a mix between good and meh. Not bad, but sometimes it can be just meh. Though I'll admit, some of the lines do sometimes make me chuckle, but like I said earlier, I am yet to watch the whole series, so I'm pretty sure there might be some glimmers of hopes. The story. Well, the stories in Cyberworld are pretty short, but I can sort of technically understand why, since these are set in a simulation, so, you know, every episode is like a level from a video game, so we have to keep it long but not too long, short but not too short, and keeping the right balance. So, in order to keep the levels going, we have to, entertain the audience without keeping the stories too dull, if that makes sense. Editing. Well, I honestly have nothing to say about the editing, since I have nothing to talk or complain about this, so let's just move on to the other section. The voice acting. Well, the voice actors themselves are pretty solid. Oh, I am kinda mixed with Grimlock's voice. I mean, why is he Russian? Why does Grimlock has a Russian accent? That, in my opinion, just doesn't work for him. Kinda wish he had that iconic caveman-like dialect that he had in G1, since that voice is already iconic to the character.
Me Grimlock ready, but forgot which button. I went through it with him 5 times.
But, that's just my opinion. Now let me know in the comment section down below, what are your thoughts on Transformers Cyberworld? Do you love it? Like it? Hate it? Or do you think it's meh? Join me next video as I do a ranking on the many toys on Winston, so stay tuned for that one. Lords know I'm going to have a huge blast making that video. Yeah guys, that's pretty much it from me. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Share this video to any friend that might be interested. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This has been Decepticon Jerry, signing off. Take care.